An Aquarius is born between January 20th and February 18th. How could anyone find something sinister about you? With your brilliant analytical mind who is always putting others' needs before your own, not to mention your independent, spontaneous nature that is so hard not to love. Trust me, it was hard to find some negative aspects of your zodiac sign, but eventually we found a few. But somehow, Aquarius, you are one of the few signs that have figured out how to make your dark side work for you. Aquarius may go from being chaotic and erratic to calm and very detail-oriented. But before we get into your 6 dark side traits, we first need to glance at the differences between a dark side male and females. The Aquarius man, dark side traits. A man born to the Aquarius Zodiac sign can be quiet, distant, and likes to avoid all emotions. These traits can make the Aquarius man very confusing when it comes time to loving him. They usually carry the attitude, love me or leave me, I don't care either way. An Aquarius man is an all or nothing kind of guy. One minute he is all into you, and the next he doesn't even know your name. Keeping him interested could be exhausting, as he bores easy. Aquarius woman, dark side traits. All Aquarius women fear intimacy. Some have referred to them as being cold-hearted, distant, and irritable. An Aquarius woman likes to take the lead, and they never play the submissive role in relationships. She constantly likes to prove that she's smarter than her male peers. An Aquarius woman will spend hours researching a fact just to prove him wrong. She is strong, beautiful, and independent to the core, and will never back down. Now for the 6 top dark side traits of people born to the Aquarius Zodiac. Number 1, they can be very unemotional. People born to the Aquarius Zodiac sign tend to think with their head, not from their heart. They are very logically driven, and they let the facts speak the truth, as they know very well the heart is easily influenced and unreliable. This trait makes it hard for Aquarius to connect with others on a deeper level. It also makes it very hard to problem-solve matters of the heart. They tend to keep most people at arm's distance, and it takes a lot for them to allow someone into their heart. For an Aquarius, it just has to make sense first. And this personality trait can make them appear much darker than what they truly are, as they don't open up and love as freely as most zodiac signs. Many studies have shown that Aquarius continue to keep a portion of their guard up, despite how much they love and adore that person. Number 2, you can't change their mind. When Aquarius believes in something, they stick to it, no matter what. You might as well carve it in stone. This works great if you're on the same page as them, especially in debatable issues, but it can be exhausting if not. Aquarius like to think they're open-minded to others' suggestions and are always ready to listen to others' opinions, but unfortunately, it's just not the case. Not only do they believe strongly in their own opinions, but they also think they're 100% right most of the time. Aquarius also tend to rebel against the norm of the crowd, and they may go against the grain than everyone else. This is a negative yet positive trait, depending on who you're asking, because people who follow the herd are often unsuccessful. It's the people like Aquarius who think outside the box that succeed in this world. People, though intimidated by Aquarius people, look up to them as they stand their ground. It's rare to hear that an Aquarius is led a victim to their own story of life. Number 3, they're judgmental. This one relates to being unemotional and an independent thinker. Aquarius love to be alone, and intimacy scares them. They tend to judge people way too soon in order to keep their isolated lifestyle, which isn't always the best choice. Even in social settings, they may sometimes say some off-the-wall things just to shock those around them. It's a defense mechanism they do without realizing it. They like to appear unapproachable, as it makes them much easier to keep people away from them than to let them into their bubble of comfort. A consequence to this is sometimes they get lonely and they have the urge to get close to someone. Unfortunately, they have perfected their skills of judgment so well, they find faults in even the most perfect people for them. It becomes a constant internal battle of emotions for the heart. Just when they seem to get close to someone, they indirectly sabotage it before they even realize it. Number 4, they're a master in disguise. This is when the Uranus moon steps in. On one hand, you have this introvert who pushes everyone away, to the other hand, where they become the social butterfly, attracting everybody in the room. Aquarius people can be very social when they want to be. They can turn it off and on like a light switch. In romantic relationships, they flip from spending a romantic evening together and loving every second of it to making excuses and avoiding the person the next day. as they need to maintain their total independence. People often say dealing with an Aquarius can make your head spin, and their complexities can be mentally exhausting. And this makes them number 1 on the complicated zodiac list. Number 5. Aquariuses are very unpredictable. Yes, you've probably already figured out how unpredictable they are. Aquarius has always been a mystery to others, as you never know what they're going to do next. They are known for their sudden actions without any plans. This again is a positive and a negative trait, as a relationship never gets bored with an Aquarius, as being too predictable is also a romance killer. They need someone in their life who loves puzzles or challenges, because this is exactly what they'll get in an Aquarius relationship. For the more secure and stable type of people, the Aquarius mate is a disaster for them, waiting to happen, which is a relationship that should be avoided from the start. A person looking for stability will soon get tired of their mixed signals and move on, though a part of them will always remain intrigued, as it just can't figure you out. Your best match in love, Aquarius, is either a carefree Gemini or a spontaneous Aries. Try to avoid a Taurus or a Scorpio, as they're just as stubborn as you are. Number 6. Libra are extremists. Aquarius push limits in all aspects of their lives. Everything becomes a challenge to them, and once they conquer it, they lose interest quick. Even the emotions they feel are to the extreme. They can be very sad and angry one day, blissful and happy go lucky the next. Well, there you have it. Aquarius and all its good, bad, and ugly traits we could find. As Aquarius, you remain a mystery to us all. Make sure you share this video with another dark Aquarius that you may know. If you'd like to learn more about Aquarius secrets, click this next video here and you'll find out.